pom-poms. Woo. I thought this one was going to take me a long time because when Anne posted the prompt, I went, what? What the heck are we going to do with a blanket stitch? And we had just done something with a blanket stitch and I was whining. So I was trying to find some unique ways to use the blanket stitch, and I ran across the loopy blanket stitch flower. And it said, "Eureka! You have found an idea." Only thing I made a mistake on, which is not really a mistake, just a bad judgment call, was that I made it big and it took all day to stitch. Because none of these are hooked down in any way, shape, or form. So if you yank too hard, one yanks out, and if you yank another one too hard, the next one yanks out, and there were swear words involved. But I was determined because I just thought that would make such a cool tag for the blanket stitch. And then I put a blanket stitch around the outside edge, and I added "Enjoy the Journey" tag and some lace that I cut apart, and I think I got the prompt. This was not what Anne did. She did a whole bunch of slow, abstract stitching, which is beautiful, but I can't do abstract at all. My free flow is straight and right angle corners. So this was my interpretation of it. But the background is made with flour sack towels that I had dyed with some gray Rit dye. So I just cut that. I put it on a hoop, drew a whole bunch of circles. I have a link that I will put down below in the description box of where I learned how to do this. Because no, sister didn't come up with this on her own. She's not that smart. So, but I will put the link of the lovely tutorial that I found on how to make it. Actually, I found two. I'll put them both down there. One's a video, one's a walkthrough, so you have options. But anyways, I put this down, and then I will admit that the background is not sewed to the tag. Well, it is sewed to the tag, but it's not holding it there because I was really afraid with this being a tag that hangs that all of my loopies would come unloopied. So I put some 3-inch wide double-sided super duper strong tape down, and then I adhered the fabric down after I sewed this because all that work and it would get snagged on something, and I was afraid it would just pull out. So yeah, we glued that baby down. The leaves and stuff, I was gonna stitch something and do all that, and I all day just to do this part. By the way, those are French knots on the inside. So I was sewed out by then. I did do a blanket stitch around the edge to kind of frame it out, but I found this piece of lace and I thought, well, I can cut all these little pieces apart and turn them into a stem and leaves. And so I did. And then I had dug out floss to use on an embroidery project that I'm going to start. And so I just used...
It's 5:45.
Every time. Every time. Pretty much. Every time I'm going to forget that. I need a post-it note. I only have a drawer full of post-it notes, so you'd think I would be able to accomplish that. But anyways, these are the colors that I used. And I had them out. I didn't know what I was going to do, but I had these out because it's going to go into an embroidery project that I'm working on because I'm done with the stitch wheel. It's out. So yeah, so those were the flosses and the colors, and purple's my favorite color, so that worked out good. This is a Tim Holtz tag. I'm going to find some more of those because I really, really like them. Yeah. And then I didn't put any journaling on the back because I really didn't have any monumental words of wisdom. But when I was looking for something else, I came across a quote by an unknown person, it said unknown on it, that I thought kind of fit this journey that we're on to do these 52 tags handmade. And maybe you'll see if you agree with me or not. But it spoke to my what I think we're going to do, how I think we should do it, and how it ends up working out. Thinking. Okay, it says, our journey as human beings is not about following a preordained path, but about creating that path. Life rarely makes any more sense when things are done in order. Life makes sense when we are centered in our hearts and we let go of resisting how our unique journey needs to unfold in its own beautiful, unruly way. And I just thought that kind of spoke to me about how I start out thinking that it's supposed to go a particular way. We're supposed to do it a particular way. This is what she said. And then through the journey of creating my own tag or path, it unfolds in its own unruly way. So that was my quote that I used this week. Because, like I said, I didn't have anything profound to put on it. As you know, I love this challenge, and I am actually ahead this time because it just came out yesterday. Well, actually, it just came out on Friday. My bad. I don't know what day it is. My husband took a few days off, and I'm like, I don't know what day it is. And so it came out on Friday. Today is Sunday. And so go me. Now I got to catch my fauxbonichi up. Yay. But I would love to see your tag. I am enjoying seeing all these tags. I'll put up close photos at the end of this. I also, of course, always have my photos posted on Instagram and Facebook. If you are on either one of those two platforms, I would love it if you friended me or followed me on Instagram or, friend on Facebook. Because then I can return the favor and we can see what each other's doing, because I'd really like to see what you came up with for this prompt. I will see you in the next video, which better be catching up my journal, because let's not get behind. And yeah, blanket stitch, loopy blanket stitch flower is what it's called. You guys have a wonderful rest of the day. I will see you soon. Bye.